Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Mary and I give you an extra warm welcome. I would love it if you can click the subscribe button and stay for a while. I upload 3 times a week. Get ready with me, shop my stash, try on new makeup. If it's beauty or makeup related, I will be posting it. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate you more than you know. So as you can tell from the title of the video, today we're going to talk about Sephora's best sellers. It'll be for the month of July/June because it is July 6th as I'm filming this. So towards the beginning of the month. I have made this video a couple of other times and normally a lot of the newer launches are on this list. But I'm super excited to see what the end results are. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. All right, my lovelies, hair is pulled back. By the way, my kids are being extra loud. It's been an interesting life over here the past couple of weeks. Okay, so what I do is I go into the little shop icon and then I go all the way down to the best sellers and then they pop up. I did go on here to look for primers and there's not too many actual primers on this list. I saw the Refi Roller one. I saw the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip, which I do have and will be using this for the perimeters of my face because I already went into the Ordinary Milky Toner, which I'm surprised is not on this list because it was launched not too long ago, and when it first launched, it actually sold out. And then I used the Gucci Mattifying Primer for my T-zone. I also did see the One Size Matte Primer. There's a lot of Glow Recipe, like the serums they have, Drunk Elephant, a lot of moisturizers, but I already have my skincare on, and I don't think I have any of what they actually mention. And I think that's it. Oh, SPFs. Good amount of SPFs, Costa, Summer Fridays. A lot of good ones. Oh, and also the Milk Makeup. This must be popular on TikTok because this has been out for quite some time. Mine is so old. But this is like a cooling kind of primer, and I actually use this on my under eyes just to kind of depuff a tiny bit. And the cooling sensation is not too bad. Okay, the Hydro Grip. I have a mini because I don't need a full size. I already have enough primers. I do enjoy this Milk Makeup Primer. I think it's been a staple in a lot of people's makeup routine, and also so many makeup brands out there trying to dupe it just tells you that it's a good product, you know? Okay, face is nice and primed, and now we're gonna go into foundation. And there's quite a few items listed on here. The new Charlotte Tilbury, which I've mentioned when I make these videos, a lot of the newer releases are on here because they get a lot of traffic since they're new releases, you know? The House Labs is on the list. I feel that's like a well-loved foundation. They did a pretty good job with it. It's really nice. The Ilia Serum Foundation Tint, the one that comes in like the little dropper. Never tried it and I don't think I would want to. The Merit Beauty Complexion Sticks. I think that's what I'll be using today. The NARS Reflecting Foundation. Absolutely love that one. It's beautiful. Tower 28 Tinted Foundation. Armani Luminous Silk. Super favorite for a lot of people. The Say Slip Tint. I think that was really glowy. I saw 50-50. The Fenty Beauty Eaze Drop Skin Tint. I'm pretty sure I used that the last time I did this video. I do really enjoy it. Fenty did a phenomenal job. I enjoy that more than the newest foundation they have. Summer Fridays Sheer Skin Tint. I know a lot of people love that. I personally haven't tried it. The Estee Lauder Double Wear. I do not own that and I've never actually tried it. And the Makeup Forever Glowy Foundation, the newest one they came out with. For today, we're gonna jump into the Merit. So this brand, I haven't purchased since the matte lipsticks. I haven't purchased from the brand. I'm kind of turned off by the brand right now because of how they treated Wayne Goss. I'm still using the products that I do have from the brand, but if you don't see me purchase from them from now on, that's why, because they turned me off the way that they treated Wayne Goss. But the two shades I have are Buff and Linen. Linen is too light and Buff is too dark. I'm gonna mix these two. Both of these are different formulation. One is the older formulation and was the newer one, where they like upgraded the package and give us just a tiny bit more product for what you pay. Sonia G Jumbo Base. Okay, now concealer. And I feel like there is a lot of old classics on this list. The Hourglass Vanish, the NARS Radiant. I own both of those, prefer the NARS over the Hourglass. The Too Faced, I feel like that one is always on this list. Same with the NARS. Hourglass, I think so. The Tower 28, I have not tried that, but I have heard amazing things. The Kosas, I do own that, and I do feel it's a good concealer. The House Labs, also another one that I have heard great things about. The Rare Beauty Under Eye Brightener, which is what we'll be using today. I do enjoy that. The NARS, but the one in the pot, I'm pretty sure that was reformulated. The Huda Beauty Fall Filter, I do own that, and I do feel it's a pretty good concealer. I know Angelica Nickbis really enjoys it. Oh, the Rare Beauty Concealer. I think that one has been on this list before. I have heard 50/50. And the new Cali Ray Under Eye Brightener, which if you watch my channel religiously, you already know that I reviewed that and I've been loving it because it truly is absolutely beautiful. The formula, everything about it. And with that being said, the Rare Beauty is actually very, very similar. I have the shade Medium, and this is what we're going to use as our concealer today. Sonia G Jumbo Worker. Okay, skin is looking so pretty, natural, gorgeous. Okay, for cream bronzer. Now I'm sure you can guess which two for sure are going to be on this list. I see the Patrick Ta Contour and Bronzer Duo. I'm pretty sure we used that one last time because there wasn't much on the list as far as bronzers go. The Rare Beauty Cream Bronzer, that one, beautiful. If you are just getting into cream products, that is a very, very good one to start with. The Say Liquid or Cream Bronzer, I have that and I think we'll be using it today. The Makeup by Mario is on this list because there was a shade extension. That one is a really nice one as well. Very emollient, blends out beautifully. I feel like the shades that are available are really, really good. For powder bronzers, I see the Hoola here. I haven't seen any other one. The LYS Cream Stick Bronzer, I also own that. Very pretty, very emollient, a little bit goes a long way with that one. Makeup by Mario Liquid Bronzer is also on this list. So I'll be using the Makeup by Mario and the Stay for today. The Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand is also on this list. I feel that is a cult classic. The Fenty Beauty Contour Stick is on this list. I feel like no one really talks about that one anymore, and it's actually really, really good. I enjoy it. The Merit Bronzer, that one's a very, very glowy, and it's also a pretty sheer product. Similar to the Makeup by Mario, the new Glossier as well. I think I remember seeing the Glossier on here as well. Yep. The Cloud Paint Cream Bronzer, which I also own. Gosh, so many great bronzers. Okay, let's hold please. Okay, the reason I said hold please is because I wanted to find my Fenty Beauty Contour Stick. I do enjoy this. I do really enjoy this. You could tell this was round. I have the shade Amber, and this is the older formulation. It did get a lot of bad reviews. People stated it was stiff It was hard to blend, it was drying. So they did reformulate it, and so far I've heard great things about the new formulation, and they also did a shade extension, I believe. So I'll be using a tiny bit of this, and I'll also use the Makeup by Mario and the Say for today. This, when I apply it, it looks pretty gray. But once I blend it, it actually does blend into a nice contouring shade. Makeup by Mario F4. Now the Say, because this is a little bit more of a contouring tone for my skin tone, well, it's more of a neutral tone. I'm just gonna add a tiny bit. I have the shade Salt. And by the way, anytime I link anything, it's the exact shade that I'm using. In case you didn't know. Same brush, by the way. Pretty. Okay, now the Makeup by Mario. I'm being extra, but hey, that's more product that I'm using, right? And I went ahead and pumped instead of using the doe foot that it does have, because it's a pump and a doe foot. Same brush still. Okay, looking bronzy and beautiful. All three of those absolutely stunning. Love them. Okay, now for cream blush. The Rare Beauty is on the list. So I went ahead and pulled mine out. I actually do have a mini as well. Cannot remember the name of the shade, but it's like the pretty pinky one that a lot of people love. So I'm going to use this and I'm going to mix another one. The Milk Makeup Jelly Tint is also on this list. The Say Liquid Blush, which I almost purchased but decided not to. The new Rare Beauty Powder Blush, the glowy one that looks like a highlighter. I skipped on that. I already knew I wasn't going to like it. The new Armani liquid blushes, the Haus Labs cream blush. I've heard mixed reviews. People are saying it's a tiny bit too balmy. Kosas, the newest one they came out with, the powder blush. Might be using that as my powder blush for today. I've really been enjoying it. It's honestly really pretty. The Makeup by Mario blush stick. I'm pretty sure there was a shade extension. And that's probably more than likely why it's on this list. The Merit Beauty Balm Blush. Those are nice, but you have to set it. Tower 28 Cream Blush. I feel that one's been a favorite for a pretty long time. The Haus Labs Powder Blush. Ooh, maybe you know what? I'll use both. How about that? For when I go in with powders. The new Makeup by Mario Soft Pop Plumping Veil Blush. New shade extension is coming, so I'm pretty sure that's why it's on this list. The Milk Makeup Lip and Cheek. Also have, I think, one mini and absolutely love that formula. It's beautiful. The Charlotte Tilbury Matte Beauty Blush Wand. I'll be using this as well. The NARS Powder Blush. They recently reformulated it, and more than likely why it's on this list. Although I feel like NARS is a brand that is something from the brand is always on this list because it's just such a cult favorite brand, you know? All right, so I think I'll start with the Rare Beauty because this is a pretty dark tone. Love is the shade, but I enjoy using this shade for summer, fall, honestly, throughout the whole year. This is the BKN17, and I like to put it on the back of my hand and then blend it that way because since this is a darker shade, it can get out of hand very quickly. So I'd rather be safe than sorry, but you say so pretty. And then the Charlotte Tilbury, which by the way, I have the shade Pillow Talk. Absolutely love this. I don't think my review was super amazing when I first tried this. I just felt like it wasn't blending as easy as everybody else was making it out to be. But the more I've used it, the more I've grown to really love it. Same brush. Okay, I am looking blushed. out. All right, now for powders. And I feel like it's always the same thing over and over unless there's a new launch. The Huda Beauty loose powder. The one size, I did try a sample of the one size and it was just too drying for me. The Huda Beauty, during summer, I can usually wear it a tiny bit more. The Charlotte Tilbury airbrush powder, I feel is always on this list. And I do have the brightening one. So I'll be using that for under my eyes, and I'm pretty sure that's it for the powders, which is absolutely insane. I'm gonna set my under eyes with a tiny bit of setting spray. Well, it's not really the setting, it's the coconut one from ColourPop. It's a pretty hydrating one. I'm gonna set my under eyes with the Charlotte since it's like the translucent one. I'm gonna use my Singe Beauty Puff, and I don't use a lot. I usually tap the excess. And then I'm gonna go in with the Huda Beauty for the rest of my face. Huda Beauty, this is in Pound Cake, Sonia G Inoki Brush. She did come out with unscented powders because this does have that Huda Beauty smell that some of you, including myself, don't enjoy. Okay, so there was only 2 powder bronzers on the list. The Patrick Ta Duo Contour and Bronzer, which I'm 100% sure I used, at least I'm pretty sure I used last time, or the video before that for the Sephora bestsellers. And then the Hoola, which I actually no longer own, I went ahead and decluttered it. I just never used it. I had both the original and the caramel. I never used them, so I decluttered them, gosh, I don't know how long ago. But I did go in to the Unearthly glowy bronzers that they just came out, the shade Medium, and so far I am really enjoying it. I know it's not sold at Sephora, but just wanted to mention that's what I use. For bronzers. Okay, for blushes, not a whole lot when it comes to powder blushes. Like I mentioned last time, the House Labs was on the list. Also the Rare Beauty glowy ones that look like highlighters. The new Kosas is on the list. The NARS because they were reformulated. And I'm pretty sure that's it when it comes to powder blushes. I don't see any other one on here. So I am going to jump in both to the House Labs and the Kosas. I have Fire Moon for the House Labs and Dreamland for Kosas. Okay, I think we'll start with the House Labs since it's a little bit more of a satin kind of finish. This is the Soft Cheek from Sonia G. I'll put that up here towards my temple. Gosh, my cheeks are a little extra today, aren't they? Okay, did wipe my brush. Now I'm gonna jump into the Kosas. And this one does have kind of like the Hourglass or the Gucci. I feel like the Gucci ones also have a good, decent glow to them. I am going to be so blushed out today. Okay, as you can see, eyebrows are done. There's very rarely too much on this list for eyebrows. I would have thought maybe the new Milk Makeup, like, what is it called? Fiber Brow Gel would have been on this list. I did see, of course, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. And I did see this little mini duo from Refi Beauty on there. The little balm highlighter, gloss highlighter, does not go well on top of powder. And the lamination gel, which I went ahead and used for today. Gucci brow pencil, this, and then a tiny bit of the Make Beauty brow gel. But I think that's it when it comes to eyebrow. Oh, the Rare Beauty brow gel. I feel like a lot of people have been raving about that brow gel, and that is all that I found on eyebrows. Now for highlighter, the Say Dewy Multi-Purpose Illuminator, the gel. This is on the list. finally have a mini, and I tried it out and I do really enjoy it. Very, very pretty. Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter is also another beautiful natural kind of highlighter, and I can use that one on top of powder as well. The Rare Beauty Liquid Highlighter, which I also feel has been raved about for years now, at least since it launched. The Dior Quad, the Glow Face Palette. That one I feel has also been a favorite, but I think it was reformulated, and that could possibly be why it's on this list. The highlighter wand from Charlotte Tilbury, also another favorite. I do have mine in Pillow Talk. Okay, I am gonna jump in to the and I think they extended the shade range. I think they added more shades to this. 1 or 2 more shades, because there was only 2 shades. Star Glow is the shade that I have. I pump some out on the back of my hand. Use my absolute favorite brush for cream and liquid highlighter, which is the BK Beauty 113. So I just dip my brush and blend it into the brush itself, and then I apply. And this actually does work pretty well on top of powder. At least I haven't had an issue. So pretty. Do you see that? So natural and glowy. Love it. Okay, now for mascara. I feel like we keep seeing the same ones over and over. I'm sure you can guess which ones for sure are going to be on this list. Okay, first one popping up is the Ilia, the new Refi Lash Sculpt and Lengthening Mascara, the one that has the really weird wand. For that one, I've seen mixed reviews on it. The Tower 28, which I feel is like, I mean, it says on here it's in a lower best of beauty for 2022. The Rare Beauty Mascara, that one for me didn't work out. It just flaked way too much. Even when I first opened the tube, for me, flaking is a deal breaker. For some people it isn't, but for me, it is. Okay, and that's it. Now, last time, I don't think I used a mascara for you all, but I do have a mini of the Ilia, so I'll be using that today. Okay, I went ahead and curled my lashes. And I have a little sample of the Ilia. It is worth the hype. Who was it? I think Allie Glines is the one that I kept hearing raving about this mascara. I think now she uses the Tower 28 more than anything, but she is the one that I just kept hearing just talk so nicely about this mascara. Do you see that? Everything looks so pretty. Loving it. My skin, I feel it looks just the slightest bit heavy, but I know for a fact it's the Huda Beauty powder. It's just the way that it sits on my skin. Okay, lastly, lips. There's so much on this list for lips. Summer Fridays lip balm, Laneige mask, Gisou lip oil, Tower 28 gloss, Glossier lip balm, the Dior Glow oil, the new Rare Beauty lip luminizer. I think it's like a gray black. The Summer Fridays lip oil, Sephora collection lip liner, Rare Beauty lip oil. Although I feel it's more of a tint than a lip oil. The new Ilia lip crayon. I did get to swatch those in stores when I was in Houston, and the formula is very creamy. It's a very thick pencil. I cannot remember if they are long lasting, but it was a very beautiful creamy formula. The Rare Beauty lip liner, the YSL lip oil stick. I feel those are just so popular. The Tarte Maracuja lip plump. I think I have that. Okay, I might use that with a lip liner. Lawless lip gloss, the Refi lip gloss. I do own one. I purchased it in the summer kit that they recently came out with. Ole Henriksen lip treatment. I think that's fairly new. It came out not too long ago. Fenty Skin Lip Oil, the Hourglass Glossy Lip Balm, which I have seen so many amazing things. Merit Beauty Matte Lipstick. Okay, let me figure out what I'm gonna do. So I pulled out my Wherever Walnut Makeup Forever lip liner, and I found this is the Tarte Maracuja lip. What shade do I have? Rosé. I'm just gonna show you what this looks like. Okay, so mine's a twist up. I don't know if they're all like that, and mine's a mini. I'm just gonna show you real quick. It's really glossy, very emollient. Like as soon as you put it on your lips, it starts to melt. Feels so soft. Gosh, I forgot how nice these are. Very thick, so hydrating. So Rosé is the shade that I have. I am gonna take this off. Let me put on the Wherever Walnut lip liner from Makeup Forever. I'm surprised the new Glossy A lip liner was not on the list. I didn't see it because I am really enjoying it. Okay, and I'm gonna pull out my Refi Beauty Tinted Lip Gloss in Guava. It came in a kit. You cannot purchase this individually, but the Refi Beauty gloss is on this list. So, and I've been wanting to try this alone with just a lip liner since it is like a tinted gloss. I want to see if it looked pretty on its own with just a lip liner. And I think it does. Oh yeah, pretty. All right, my lovelies, here is the full completed face of almost all products from the bestsellers list at Sephora. I love doing these videos. They are so much fun. I think this is my third or fourth one this year. And I just love going through the list. Usually when I see newer items, I know that they're on the list because they have recently launched. But like the ones that you see that have been on the list pretty much every single time you check. The Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, the powder, the contour wand, the Ilia mascara, the Too Faced concealer. Oh my goodness, that concealer has been on the list every single time. The NARS foundation as well. The Armani Luminous Silk Foundation has also been on that list every time I have checked it. It's just crazy to see that some of these products just keep making the list over and over, you know, and it just means they are just that good. But yeah, this video is so much fun. I hope you enjoyed it. It's fun going through the list and letting you know whether I agree or not. I would love to know your thoughts and opinions on the products that I used and on the products that I mentioned. Do you feel they should be on the list or not? Let me know down below. I enjoy talking to you all in the comments section. But with that being said, that's gonna be it for this video. All right, my lovelies, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate every single one of you. You have no idea. All the comments, all the likes. If you use my links to shop, it truly all does mean the world to me. With that being said, do not forget to give the video a big thumbs up, and also don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as I'm sure as you can hear, it's time for me to get down there. Yeah. Okay. I will see you all on the next video. Bye.